Our final show in the theater series, I want to introduce by reading you a letter that I got sent to me. And this letter was composed on Valentine's Day, on February 14th. And it's composed by August Schellenberg, the actor, and he sent it out to a few close friends. Here's a little story. In 1963, I get accepted to the National Theatre School of Canada. I've never seen a play in my life. I meet a fellow acting student, John Giuliani. We become friends, later roommates. Through the years, we work together often on stage, and he directs me on film and TV too. The first play I ever see is at Stratford, and it's King Lear. Needless to say, I'm impressed. John Colicos is a wonderful Lear. In 1967, I go to Vancouver to do a play with Chief Dan George, The Ecstasy of Rita Joe. John Giuliani takes pity on a fellow starving actor and takes me in as a roommate. He comes to see the play and he says, "What a great Lear Chief Dan George would make." And I say, "Can you imagine an all-native Lear?" He says, "We don't have the native actors to do it." Many years later, I'm in a production of Lear at the Guthrie Theatre in Minneapolis with Len Cariou playing Lear, and we discuss an all-native Lear. He says, "It'll never happen." And I say, this is all in caps, "It will someday." Over the many years, Giuliani and I have been friends. We wonder who and how we could get this done now that we have the native actors to do it. My brother Giuliani has since passed away. 2009, the National Arts Centre in Ottawa remounts The Ecstasy of Rita Joe with me playing the role that Chief Dan played. I speak with the artistic director, Peter Hinton, of my 45-year-old dream of an all-native Lear. He kind of listens. I let it go. Then I get the call. Peter Hinton agrees to an all-native production of King Lear. We opened in May 2012. King Lear. You know, there's been two things that we've done that I think are my proudest, and on one level, it's the Shakespeare. And Shakespeare remains the writer that all the artists want to do, and y'all seem very interested in seeing. And the other has been our Aboriginal programming. And so I did kind of listen when Augie first spoke to me about this idea, but the idea really remained. And King Lear is perhaps the pinnacle of Shakespeare's writing, and written somewhere, we figure, between 1603 and 1608, as there are many versions of the play. King Lear, of course, tells a story of ancient Britain, of a king who divides his kingdom into three and goes on a wild descent into madness or perhaps humanity. And so we're going to be doing Lear, and we're going to set it in 1603 to 1608, but here. We're going to set it in her country. And when you think a play about the division of land, about France, England, and what these ancient Britons might be, the play takes on an incredibly interesting resonance. It's a play that is about justice, about communities, about land titles. And I often think what for an Elizabethan audience ancient Britain might be, for a 21st century audience, what our own history and our own first contact stories are, really brings a similar and intriguing comparison. And so it's a really fitting celebration of the great Aboriginal First Nations talent we have, and Augie will be playing the Mad King. I'll be directing the production, and Paula Dankert will be the production dramaturg. And we're very, very, very honored to carry on John Giuliani's dream with Augie for 45 years and to bring it to you in the theater. And King Lear will be playing May 8th to the 26th. And that's the theater 5 plays.